father, I'm screaming, my Lady Gaga. She got me in my feelings, I'll be Adam. Father's got enough feeding, my holy father, my holy father.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you know about my skills on the deck, well, you shouldn't be worried about what I'm doing here. Because I could be a DJ, I could be a host, I could even play football. But the reality is, it's not my job, it's someone else's job. Let's meet the real music maestro. Nana, come on, I ain't taking your job. I'm not taking your job today. I tried, but it's not for me. Nah, it's not for me. It's all you. It's all you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the music on the Kings of Football is brought to you by DJ Nana. But the facts and all the information you need with skill is the one and only Ozomena. How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing good, brother.
All right.
Actually, I had no idea that Jimmy had more skills, and he actually has a great three-point shot on him. I never knew he was from the lineage of Steph Curry and Del Curry as well. But guys, you are on the Budweiser Kings of Football show, the only show where you get money for your knowledge on La Liga and the English Premier League.
That's right. It's called Budweiser's Kings of Football. I am Jimmy, and we'll be taking you through everything happening in the world of football, telling you exactly how you can win 1.5 million. I almost said 100. 1.5 million naira right here on the show. But without further ado, let's tell you who our winners for our question of last week, which is, of course, Beat the Time. Here is a question that we threw out last week.
Now, the question we had last week was, who has the record for the fewest goals in the Premier League? What was the duration? And the answer is Shane Long, and it was 7.69 seconds.
That's right. So if you answered that within 20 seconds, you went on our Instagram page, well, you would have been this person. But this is the actual winner of our Beat the Time question. And of course, you are a winner today. The winner is @OnKhalifa. That is @OnKhalifa. I don't know how you came up with that, but congratulations to you. Here is, of course, the question for this week.
Now, our question for this week is, who were the goal scorers for Liverpool during the open play when they won the Champions League in 2005? Now, we remember that was a now famous game in Istanbul. So who were the goal scorers for Liverpool when they won the Champions League in 2005?
I think the key thing for you there is open play. During open play, who are those that scored? Remember, you have to answer those questions. You have 20 seconds to answer that. Go on our Instagram page and, of course, give us your answer. Your time to answer that starts right now.
And also, guys, you have to keep your eyes on the TV screen and do not blink. Now, last week we had some emojis popping up, and these are winners.
That is @_D_K1 as well as @AnnieForReal. You are winners of Don't Blink. You did not blink. Congratulations to you.
Now, and also, what remains for real on the show is keep your eyes on the TV screen and do not blink, and you'll probably stand a chance to win with us here at the Budweiser Kings of Football show.
Now, of course, nobody should feel like we've left you out if you're talking about our FPL league. Of course, that is our Kings of Football FPL, which is our fantasy football league. You're in there. I'm at 500 now. He's, I think, about 2,000 or something.
You don't want to know.
I don't know where he is. Let's not even talk about where Nana is on the board. But for real, if you're looking to win 1 million naira at the end of the season, that is next year, maybe towards April, May, then you have to be a part of our Kings to Watch, which is, of course, also part of what you can do on our leaderboard. When you stay with us predicting throughout the year, you stand a chance to win 1 million naira if you end up at the top of the leaderboard. But right now,
and also, guys, for you to actually have the best opportunity to actually beat Jimmy, myself, and Nana, and for you to set your teams up, you actually need to look at the screen and see our Kings to Watch.
Watch this.
Dennis! Oh, they've got another one! Great chance. Mane, brilliant for Robertson! And Liverpool aren't hanging around! He has it. He looks to bend it. Someone had to tap it in. And Ilkay Gundogan was the man to provide the telling touch. Bukayo Saka scores! That is a sweet Arsenal goal. And by the speed winning!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get to the game show itself. It is Budweiser's Kings of Football show, the show that rewards our contestants with 1.5 million naira, only if they can get all our questions correctly. For those looking to answer our questions today, let's meet our first contestant. He is part of Team A. Sir, what is your name?
Gazier,
Gozie, what team do you support?
Chelsea.
You're a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Are you here by yourself or you have your teammates with you?
I have my team with me.
Let's meet your teammates then. Let's meet Gozier's teammates as they are ready to help him win 1.5 million naira. Guys, how are you doing today?
We're doing good, we're doing good.
What are your names?
I'm Jude.
Jude, what team do you support?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
You're a Chelsea fan. All right. And the guy beside you?
My name is Mitchell.
Mitchell, what team do you support, Mitchell?
I support Manchester United.
Manchester United. So 2 Chelsea fans and 1 Manchester United fan. So you're very strong in the Premier League, yes?
Yes.
All right, the second half is where you guys will come in and, of course, hopefully you'll be able to help your man out when Ozo is throwing you those thick and very strong questions. On the other side of the spectrum, let's see if we're in London or anywhere else in the world. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Ete.
Ete, how are you? What team do you support?
I'm fine. I'm an Arsenal fan.
You're an Arsenal fan, so there must be a story behind you wearing a Chelsea jersey.
It's very long.
It's very long, so you keep it to yourself. All right, let's meet your teammates. I hope you did come with some teammates.
Yes, I came with my team.
All right, let's meet them. What are your names, guys?
My name is Sharif.
Sharif, what team do you support, Sharif?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Okay, he's an Arsenal fan, but has Chelsea fans supporting him and he's wearing a Chelsea jersey. Are you the one that made him to wear the Chelsea jersey?
I didn't make him wear
This story is long. What's the guy beside you? What's his name?
My name is Sam.
Sam, what team do you support?
Manchester United.
Manchester United. So it's Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United. It's a very, very Premier League strong team. All right, guys, you'll be needed at the second half of the show. Please be ready to give your man the support he needs. Speaking of support, I'm going to be supporting you at home with the rules of our first segment. We like to call it the kickoff, and this is why. Here are the rules of it. Level 1. The first individual to press the buzzer gets to answer the question. If he or she fails, the question will go to the second contestant. Every correctly answered question attracts 10,000 naira. Contestants will be given a yellow card if he or she hits the buzzer before the question is completely asked. A red card will be issued on the second hit. A red card means the contestant loses whatever money he has gotten till that point. All right, those are the rules of our kickoff segment. And as you know, it's who hits the buzzer first. If you hit the buzzer before I read the third option, then you get a yellow card. 2 yellow cards, as in football, means it's a red card. Guys, you know the rules, right?
Of course.
You're very familiar? All right, the game show itself starts off right now. Here are your questions. First question. Brazilian Robinho left Manchester City in the year 2010 to join which club on loan? Options are AC Milan, Santos, or Ganjao Evergrande. Answer.
AC Milan.
AC Milan is the wrong answer. Do you have a better one?
Gonzo.
Ganjao is also the wrong answer. The right answer will be Santos. Next question. For which club did Yaya Toure play just before joining Barcelona in 2007? Monaco, Olympiacos, or ASEC Mimosa? Answer.
Monaco.
Monaco. That is the correct answer. Next question. In what season did Roman Abramovich take over at Chelsea? 2002, 2003, 2005, 2006, or 2003, 2004? Answer.
2003, 2004.
2003, 2004? That is the correct answer. Once he presses the buzzer, you can't answer again. All right, next question. Which ex-Manchester United player scored 4 goals in 12 minutes after coming on as a substitute versus Nottingham Forest? Your options are Andy Cole, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, or Ji Sung Park.
Andy Cole.
You gotta hit the buzzer.
Andy Cole.
Andy Cole is the wrong answer. You have a better answer? Answer.
Jason Park.
That is also the wrong answer. Ole at the wheel. Fifth question. Which player holds the record for the most goals in a consecutive Premier League game? That is, of course, 2 consecutive games with the most goals. Options are Ruud van Nistelrooy, Mo Salah, or Jamie Vardy. Answer.
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy is the correct answer. Sixth question. Which club did Glenn Hoddle join after being sacked as England manager in 1999? Your options are Southampton, Sunderland, or Tottenham Hotspur. Answer.
Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur is the wrong answer. Do you have a better one?
West Ham.
West Ham was never part of the options. Moving on to the 7th question. Luis Enrique only played for 3 La Liga teams, Sporting Gijón, Barcelona, and which other team? Real Sociedad, Real Madrid, or Real Mallorca? Answer.
Sociedad.
Real Sociedad is the wrong answer.
Mallorca.
Mallorca is also the wrong answer. Eighth question. In 1996, Barcelona won the Spanish Super Cup thanks to the help of which striker brought from Tenerife? Options are Sonny Anderson, Yao Pizzi, or Maxi Lopez. Answer.
Maxi Lopez.
Maxi Lopez is the wrong answer. Yao Pizzi is the correct answer. Ninth question. Javier Clemente coached which La Liga team back in 2006? Your options are Valladolid, Espanyol, or Athletic Bilbao.
Bilbao.
Athletic Bilbao. That is the correct answer. Final question. Nigerian striker Omar Sadiq plays in Spain for which team? Your options are Granada, Almira, or Leganés. Answer.
Almira.
That is correct. Right. Some of my contestants might not have been as prepared as they thought when they came on set. Will they be able to handle the through passes I will be throwing to them on the next segment? Well, we'll find out once the questions and, of course, the rules are read. Here are the rules of our through pass. Level 2. These are club-related questions specifically prepared for each of the groups. The presenter reads the questions to the contestants. Answers to the question must be delivered within 20 seconds. For every correct answer, 25,000 naira goes to the participant. Alright, those are the rules of our through pass segment. As you know, there are questions tailored to each supported team by our contestants, talking about Chelsea for you and Arsenal for you, even though he's wearing a Chelsea jersey. Alright, so here are your questions. And I'm starting with you because I feel like you are more prepared. You know, you have it. You have it. Here we go. Here come your questions. As a Chelsea fan, we have 4 questions tailored to your club. Okay. Here come your questions. First question. After how many seconds did midfielder Roberto Di Matteo score in the 1997 FA Cup final? Was it 30 seconds, 40 seconds, or 42 seconds?
42 seconds.
42 seconds. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Next question. Which of these players played the most games for Chelsea? Carrie Dixon, Ron Harris, or Pat Navi?
Pat Navi.
That is the wrong answer. Ron Harris would have been a better one. Third question. Which Chelsea striker was nicknamed Jukebox? Gordon Durie, Mickey Thomas, or Kerry Dixon? Mickey Thomas is wrong. Gordon Durie would have been a better one. Fourth question. Ron Harris nicknamed Chopper for his hard-tackling play, and he played how many games for Chelsea between 1962 and 1980 rather? Your options are 600, 655, or 699.
655.
655. You are correct, my friend. That's 2 out of 4. Let's see if we can get 4 out of 4 on this side, considering they're Arsenal fans wearing Chelsea jerseys. You ready, sir?
Yes.
Don't worry, you're not going to outlive wearing a Chelsea jersey as an Arsenal fan. I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you go. All right, here come your questions tailored to Arsenal. 4 questions. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. How many Brazilians did Arsenal have at their starts of the 2000 and 2001 season? How many Brazilians did Arsenal have at the start of their 2000-2001 season? Your options are 3, 2, or none?
2.
2. That's the correct answer. Next question. Football firms were a big part of English football, particularly in 1980. What was the Arsenal firm called? The Gunners, the Gunners, or the Governors?
The Gunners.
That is the wrong answer. The Gunners would have been the correct one. Third question. What's the connection among former Arsenal players Ian Wright, Davor Suker, or Nigel Winterburn? Your options are they joined this club at the same time, or rather they joined the same club after they left Arsenal, they left Arsenal after 1 year, or the same middle name belonging to all 3 players.
Same middle name.
That is the wrong answer. They joined the same club after they left Arsenal. Last question. Who ran almost the length of the field and back to score and celebrate a goal against Tottenham in 2002? Your options are Emmanuel Adebayo, Thierry Henry, or Robert Pires.
Henry.
You took your time on that one, but yes, you are correct. Who's ready to perform even better on the third round of the first half? These guys need to up the ante. If he's hoping to get 1.5 million he promised, I don't think he can get that anymore. But you still have a chance to get your 500 you were hoping for. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our free kick segment, which is rapid fire. Here are the rules. Level 3. A total of 10 questions will be asked each time within 2 minutes. Delivery of the question is fast and can be interjected by the word pass when unsure. For every correct answer, contestants win 10,000 naira. Alright, those are the rules of our free kick segment. As you know, it comes in rapid fire. It is also my favorite segment because, well, I like to deliver it hot and fast. I will be starting off this time with the man on this side wearing the Chelsea jersey but supporting Arsenal. You ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, these questions will come thick and fast. You ready? One more time, here we go. First question. Which Premier League team went down in 1996-1997 season after being deducted 3 points? Your options are Coventry City, Middlesbrough, or Watford?
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough is correct. Next question. Which striker made the PFA Team of the Year in 2004-2005 despite being relegated? Your options are Andy Robinson, Bobby Zamora, or Charlie Austin. Andy Johnson is the first option I missed.
Zamora. Bobby Zamora.
Well, you should have gone with Andy Johnson. That's the perfect answer. That is wrong, by the way. Third question. Who was the first outfield player to play every minute of the season for a Premier League title-winning side? Your options are Roy Keane, Thierry Henry, or Gary Pallister.
Roy Keane.
The right answer will be Gary Pallister. Fourth question. The top transfer received by a Premier League club is £106 million. Who was the player involved? Coutinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Lukaku?
Coutinho.
Felipe Coutinho is correct. Fifth question. Which former Manchester City player is the most capped French player in the Premier League's history? Nicolas Anelka, Sylvain Distin, or Gael Clichy?
Anelka.
Wrong. Sixth question. Which of these players made over 100 Premier League appearances for Derby County? The options are Rory Delap, Robbie Savage, or Colin Kazim Richards.
Rory Delap.
Rory Delap is correct. Seventh question. What is the capacity of Valencia's Mestalla Stadium? 33,650, 55,000, or 40,000?
55,000.
55,000 is correct. Eighth question. Real Madrid signed Casemiro from Sao Paulo in what year? 2011, 2013, or 2017?
2011.
That's the wrong answer. Ninth question. Since what year has Barca used the Nou Camp as their stadium? 1965, 1953, or 1957?
1957.
That's correct. Last question. Who was the first official president of Real Madrid? Florentino Perez, Jose Angel Alfonso, or Juan Pedrosa? Your time is up. Feel free to give me an answer.
Jose Angel.
No, that's the wrong answer. Sorry, but yeah, time was up anyways. Well, he did averagely okay. He'd be able to do better. Let's find out. Gozie?
Yeah.
Very fast too. All right, here we go. Here come your questions. First question. Which Welshman has won the Chelsea Player of the Year award? Ethan Ampadu, Robbie Earnshaw, or Mark Hughes?
Ampadu.
Ampadu is wrong. Mark Hughes will be correct. Second question. Which English team has 2 Football League titles but hasn't featured in the Premier League yet? Notts County, Preston North End, or Nottingham Forest?
Nottingham County.
Notts County is wrong. Preston North End will be correct. Third question. Which player holds the record for the most goals scored and appearances made for Crystal Palace? Your options are Wilfred Zaha, James Tompkins, or Luka Milivojevic.
Which was Zaha?
Wilfred Zaha is correct. Fourth question. All the following Brazilian players have featured for Chelsea except for one. Alexander Pato, Giuliano Belletti, or Fabio Rockenbach. Fabio Rockenbach is correct. Fifth question. Which Czech Republic player has scored 38 goals in the Premier League? Milan Baros, Patrick Berg, or Thomas Rosicky?
Milan Baros.
Milan Baros is the wrong answer. Sixth question. Which club drew the most Premier League matches during the 2018 season? Southampton, Everton, or West Bromwich Albion?
Everton.
That is the wrong answer. Seventh question. Jose Maria Becro scored 138 goals in La Liga. Which team did he play for from 1988 to 1996? Your options are Malaga, Barcelona, or Atletico Madrid.
Malaga.
That is the wrong answer. Eighth question. Atletico Madrid's Balthazar won the Pichichi in what season? 1993, 1994, 1982, 83, 1988, 89.
1988, 89.
That is the correct answer. Ninth question. The coach with the most matches won in the La Liga is Pep Guardiola, Luis Aragonés, or Miguel Nunes?
Luis Aguirre.
Luis Aragonés is correct. 10th question. Only one of the following managers have coached Atletico Madrid. Your options are Luis Sedi Perez, John Toshak, or Javier Irueta.
John Toshak.
John Toshak is the wrong answer. Luis Sedi Perez would have been the right one. All right, I'm done and dusted with my first half of the show, but as you know, the most exciting parts, well, they come towards the latter end. Right now, it's halftime. Let's catch up with what's going on in the world of football. All right, you're welcome back. This is, of course, Budweiser's Kings of Football show. It's our halftime show, and on the halftime show, we bring in the oracle and the master of the game. I'm talking about none other than Sean Amadi and Ozomena. Sean, it's good to have you back on the show. It's been a while, and of course, Ozo, always and ever present. It's time for us to talk all things football. We're talking from this Premier League all the way to La Liga, and there's some major talking points available right now. The biggest is the fact that the Premier League is obviously now a three-horse race. Do you agree to this, and if you do, who do you think is taking the whole prize?
I absolutely agree. And looking at all three teams, Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester City respectively, they've got managers who've been there, they've done it. In recent times, Liverpool just nicked the Premier League under Jurgen Klopp, the German. But it's looking like a very tricky season when you look at Chelsea and how, one player has been their demise. The absence of the Frenchman, N'Golo Kante, has showed, that the weakness in Chelsea in that midfield. And that's where the big question marks start to pop for Thomas Tuchel, the German coach. So they would have to fix that real quick, but it's looking very unpredictable going into the second half of the season. It will look tricky, but I think there are a couple of names outside of that. Yeah,
but from the big three, who do you think will take it? You're sticking with Chelsea, or you're going with Manchester City?
I think the most likely manager has got the edge is Pep Guardiola, and the reason I'm saying this is he's got a team that they've been on this sort of part before, but by Chelsea, they're that dark horse that could go all the way and nick it.
Considering they are European champions.
Absolutely, and they've been consistent.
Also, I want to throw this in. Liverpool, they have literally, according to French football, the 7th best player in the world. But according to all of us here, is literally the best player in the world right now.
I agree.
If you have that player in your team, shouldn't you be the front runner to win it all?
I think if you look at the three teams there, when you look at Liverpool, the problem I think Liverpool would face is the fact that when Africa's marquee tournament comes about, they're going to lose Sadio Mane, they're going to lose Mohamed Salah, who we're talking about, touted as the best football player in the world now.
Keita as well.
Exactly, they're going to lose Keita. So the problem is, do they have the right players to actually replace those players? Of course, we've seen the legend Origi, what he does when he comes onto the pitch.
And Jota's not doing bad as well.
I know, but the thing is, you can't replace Mo Salah's goals, and you can't replace Mane's performances. You can't do that. You look at Chelsea, the performances are have been like topsy-turvy in recent times. So City, for me, they have the bits about them. They play the best brand of football. Yes, they don't score as many goals as I think that they should.
Well, without a striker, you can only expect.
But at the end of the day, they actually win games. So I'll definitely have City to be my first.
I like the fact that both of you are, are almost in unison in your.
Yeah, he's got a valid point there.
I agree with you guys. To be honest, Manchester City have the depth of squad to be able to pull it through. We're seeing a great performance by Manchester City, and we're seeing the least imputes by Kevin De Bruyne, who we know can change any team when he's on form. And of course, the unexpected performance of Bernardo Silva is giving Manchester City some slight edge, but I will also keep looking out for Liverpool with or without Mo Salah. I think they do have a strong squad. Outside of the top three, a friend of mine that has always been on my case, Olua Bruce, as you might be known as, is a great DJ. He's been a friend of mine forever, and he's always said, I never talk about West Ham. Well, this is your time. The only reason why we're talking about West Ham now is because they're performing so well. Last couple of weeks, they've performed impeccably well. Against the big teams, they seem to find a way to do it. Dark horses, or is there a guaranteed European spot for West Ham this year?
Well, that's a very, very slippery setup there David Moyes has got. And when you look at that team, everything relies on Antonio, the top striker there. They kick off the game very slow. They've got Declan Rice in that midfield. He looks like a player that could fit into any team across Europe. But my big question is, outside of those two players, have they got a depth in squad to go the whole 9 yards? So that's where the question lies. But for David Moyes, he's done this before while he was at Everton, so I'm not surprised, and the ability is pulling through at West Ham United. But the big question is, how consistent can they be?
The one thing that would pop out is you have exceptional players that might be sought after in the transfer market. One of such players is Declan Rice for West Ham. Do you think he has what it takes to push West Ham that much further, or how pivotal do you think he's been to West Ham's resurgence, so to speak?
I think the one thing that they do have going for them is if you look at the midfield position,
right,
they have Thomas Souček and they have Declan Rice. They're not like the glamorous names that we do know, but they are so dependable.
They're hard workers.
And exactly, and they work so hard for the team, and that's what actually does a brand of football David Moyes likes to play. And I think those two players, for me, will actually be so pivotal for them to finish in the European places. Yes, it's in European places, but remember, we have the Champions League, we have the Europa League, and we've got the Conference League as well. So maybe I definitely do feel like they're definitely fitting to any of the three.
Yeah.
But I think if you look at the other chasing pack, Arsenal, inconsistent. United, new manager. Leicester, inconsistent. So actually, these things could actually play into the hands of West Ham.
Speaking of the inconsistent pack, part of that pack is, of course, Manchester United, Tottenham, Leicester City, and as he mentioned just a few minutes ago, Arsenal. Arsenal, Arteta, Aubameyang, what's going on? The Gunners are misfiring. Is it Arteta's fault? Should we start talking about Aubameyang leaving the team? Is this another Mesut Ozil situation? Sean, shed some light as to what exactly is going on with Arsenal. 1 minute they're tied to their top 4 contenders. After 3 games, they're back to being bottom of the top half.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, first thing I would say is it's heartbreaking watching a top team like Arsenal go through such a period, and it's been this way for quite some time now, since the days of Arsene Wenger, the French manager. But when you look at Arsenal and how they're set up, there's not been a consistent style that Arteta's put on the table. So there's been lots of changes and lots of gambling with the squad and setup. And Aubameyang clearly is not happy. He picks up the biggest check there at Arsenal, so there's lots of expectation on his shoulders as a player. And when you have an unhappy player, same thing happened at Tottenham. Harry Kane was unhappy when he kicked off the season, and we all see the results. The starts don't look pretty. So Aubameyang is clearly unhappy. He needs a chat with the board. He needs a conversation with the coach, with Arteta, and we also need to look into Arteta's futuristic plans for Arsenal, if he suits that plan, because he tends to play all the young lads.
Right.
So there's a big question mark there, and that is a problem. They need to fix that. You need his qualities. He would guarantee you at least 20 goals a season. You need such a fine power. He's captain of the side, so he needs to have that conversation with the board, the manager, and his teammates. He needs some level of reassurance, and players like that, the only thing that keeps them driving is the objective of the team, the ambition of the team, and silverware.
I hear all you're saying, Sean, but I don't agree, because at the end of the day, you need to just perform on the field of play.
No, it's beyond that, Jim.
Aubameyang, your job, your primary job, I'll get back to you in a second, but his primary job is to score goals, right? And the reason why he was given that bumper package contract was because he was delivering goals. Because at that point in time, he was the reason why we seemed like we would be a European team. Right now, if we continue with the way he's been playing, we're not going to even be in the top half of the table. Also, I want to ask you, I know, Sean, you have a lot to say, but I want to get an Arsenal fan's point of view. What do you think is the problem? Does the club owe Aubameyang anything other than what they've done for him? Or is the problem more of the manager not actually identifying how to use Aubameyang?
No, I think there's a discord between Aubameyang and Arteta at this point in time.
Absolutely.
I think
Arteta gave him the contract.
I know, but I mean, like, so many of these issues could date back to the incidents when he came late and then he was dropped for that game, and so many things have actually happened since then. But if you look at his work rate in many of the games, he's been anonymous. So we can't say he's not scoring. It's not like he's pressing the ball really well. He's losing the ball. His touch hasn't been great. So there's something wrong there, and that's the problem. And especially as football fans, Jimmy and myself, I remember we went to watch the United game. We came into it because I was so loud. We left the house so quiet.
It's shame.
So that's the problem. Is you do not know what you're going to get from this Arsenal team.
It's
For me,
unpredictable.
for me, that's the biggest problem, because you look at Arteta, we're literally depending on kids. We depend on Saka, we depend on Smith Rowe. Now you have your older players, or
Even Martinelli now.
Exactly. So for me, that is the problem. Is I hope, for Arsenal's sake, that we're not going back to an Ozil type situation.
I'm going to ask you now.
Yeah.
Very simply, in as short a time as possible.
Yeah.
What's the solution for Arsenal?
Very good question, Jimmy. The solution for Arsenal is you have to dole out money.
Buy a new striker?
Not just a new striker. The Arsenal doesn't need a striker. I think they've got enough in that.
So where are you spending money?
In the midfield, and you need a leader at the back. Granit Xhaka, for me, is the most inconsistent midfielder on the planet.
I agree.
Absolutely inconsistent.
So what we're all agreeing here is that Thomas Partey is not a leader in terms of defensive midfield.
No, I do know. I think for me, Partey has to be there. I think the problem is we do not have that creative midfield player.
Odegaard is not doing it.
I mean, Odegaard never. I think as an Arsenal fan, before the season started and I knew that Arsenal were going to sign him, I was like, how could you actually try and experiment in something? You've seen it didn't work, but then you still go and purchase that same thing that you saw that didn't work. I really didn't get the rationale or the logic towards signing Martin Odegaard. So I definitely think that's where Arsenal.
So we need in the midfield. You say we need a defensive midfielder to replace Xhaka.
Absolutely.
You're saying we need a creative midfielder to replace Odegaard or some other player.
Simply means our problems are a lot.
A lot.
That's
I'm
exactly
saying
what it
we
means.
still do need a striker to put some fire under Aubameyang's.
But
you know what, guys? I
Flash.
honestly want to continue this conversation because it's quite clear we're all Arsenal fans and we're so passionate about it, even though he's a closet Arsenal fan over there. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a lot has been said about the man at the wheel. But right now, we're looking at him as a legend at the wheel. He is the one and only Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Legend of the league, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Turning the spotlight on the legend of the league on Budweiser's Kings of Football is Manchester United's former star player and former manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer takes the center stage. Solskjaer was born in Kristiansund, Norway in 1973, and from age 8 to 10, he trained to become a Greco-Roman wrestler like his father. Quickly giving up on wrestling, Solskjaer followed his love for football, playing at local club Klausen again in the 80s before moving to Norwegian club Molde in 1995. Though an avid Liverpool supporter in childhood, Ole began his biggest days on the turf from July 1996, signing up with Manchester United for a transfer fee of £1.5 million. In the Reds' most successful decade, Ole reigned as the famous super sub with an ability to get on the turf and score late but crucial goals when points or trophies appear to be lost. He remains the only substitute to score 4 goals in 19 minutes during a Premier League match which was played against Nottingham Forest in 1999. The Norway international further cemented his place in the Reds' folklore when he scored the injury time winner for United against Bayern Munich in the 1999 UEFA Champions League final. Ole spent 11 seasons at Old Trafford and scored 91 goals in 235 Premier League appearances, helping his side win 6 PL titles. The British media nicknamed the striker the baby-faced assassin due to his youthful looks but deadly finish. Enjoying a successful playing career for club and country, the Norwegian international played 67 times for his national team and 366 times for United, with 126 goals in total for the Reds. Due to persistent knee injuries, the star striker hung up his boots in 2007, 11 years after his goal-scoring professional debut. But this was not the end of his work at United. From coaching the first-team strikers and later the reserve team, Ole helped to develop emerging talents such as Jesse Lingard and Paul Pogba, having a brief managerial run back at home with Molde and later with South Wales Cardiff City. Ole was appointed Man United caretaker boss in 2018, having won 14 of his 19 matches in charge. Solskjaer subsequently signed a 3-year contract as United's permanent manager in 2019. In his first full season in charge, Solskjaer guided Man United in securing a UEFA Champions League qualification for the 2020-21 campaign. After strings of uninspiring results, Ole was relieved of his appointment at Old Trafford on the 21st of November 2021. In his heydays on the field, Ole was an embodiment of the Reds' never say die spirit, and in his 3-year role as manager, he labored to position Manchester United for long-term success. Ole will therefore and indeed always be a legend at Old Trafford. Long live United's baby-faced assassin. Long live the legend of the league, Ole Solskjaer.
Welcome back, guys. You're still on the Budweiser Kings of Football show, and that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, I know he's no more in the Premier League, but it doesn't stop him from being a legend. Now, also back to the studio with our contestants. Contestant A so far has made 120,000 naira, while contestant B has made 130,000 naira. We just have a 10,000 naira difference. Hopefully, they'll be able to add to their accounts in this round. Now, football, as we all know, is a team sport, and in this round, they'll be able to make use of their team members. I hope both of you are ready to play. All right, but guys, before we play, we need to let you guys know what the rules are, and these are the rules of the corner kick segment.
Level 4. There are 5 questions for each team. Each question has an expiry period of 20 seconds. Team leaders can consult his or her team members for assistance. For every correct answer, a contesting team wins 20,000 naira.
So those are the rules of the game. I'm ready to play. Our contestants are ready to play, and I hope all of you at home are ready to watch and listen. I'll be starting here with contestant A. I hope you and your team members are ready to play.
Yeah, we are.
All right, then your first question and your time starts now. What was the name of the hotel Jose Mourinho lived in when he managed Manchester United? A. Was it the Stamford Hotel? Was it the Lowry Hotel? Or was it the Queen Suite?
The Stamford Hotel.
Final answer, Stamford Hotel?
Yes.
You're wrong. Now remember, in this round, if you're not sure, you can actually make use of your team members. Your second question. Which Swedish footballer once had a clause inserted into his Premier League contract that he was prohibited from travelling into space? Was it Johan Elmander, was it Olof Malberg, or was it Stefan Schwarz?
I'll ask my team.
All right, guys, you need to help this time.
Stefan Schwarz.
Stefan Schwarz.
You guys sound so sure. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Final answer.
And you're correct. Your third question. Who won the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year in the Premiership's first season? Was it Teddy Sheringham, was it Chris Waddle, or was it Dion Dublin?
Please ask my team.
All right, guys.
I think it's
Teddy Sheringham.
You think it's Teddy Sheringham. Is that your final answer?
Yes, I'll go with Teddy.
Teddy Sheringham, and you're wrong. Your fourth question. Zinedine Zidane's first game as Real Madrid's manager was against which team? Was it Real Betis, was it Deportivo La Corona, or was it Sporting Gijón?
Oh, Deportivo La Corona.
Final answer, Deportivo La Corona?
Yes.
You're correct. Your fifth and your final question in this round. Which Spanish La Liga team is nicknamed Los Murciélagos? Cadiz, Real Betis, or Valencia?
Oh, I'll go with my team.
Guys, you need to help with the final question.
Cadiz.
Cadiz. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I mean, they seem so sure.
They sound sure again.
They sound so sure. And I'm so sure to tell you that you guys are wrong. Hopefully you guys will be right in the next round. Team B, it's time for you and your team members to play. I hope you're ready.
We're ready.
The first question and your time starts now. English rock star Elton John was twice the owner of which football club? Aston Villa, Sunderland, or Watford?
I'll ask my team.
All right, guys, you need to help with the first question.
Watford.
And so Watford, your final answer?
You sure? I'm sure.
He's sure, you're sure, and you guys are correct. Your second question. Which former Tottenham manager has competed in the Dakar Rally? Juan de Ramos, Andre Villas-Boas, or Tim Sherwood?
Andres Villas-Boas.
And you're correct. Your third question. Who was Southampton's first manager in the Premier League? Ian Branfoot, Phil Dowd, or Neil Warnock?
Options again.
Ian Branfoot, Phil Dowden, or Neil Warnock?
My team.
Neil Warnock.
Is Neil Warnock your final answer?
Final answer.
Because he sounds so sure. and he's wrong. Your fourth question. What year were the Yellow Submarines VRL founded? Was it 1946, 1954, or 1923?
My team should try first.
All right, team, he needs you guys to try first.
Alright, go. 1946.
They say 1946, you say the same?
That was all in my head, so let's go.
Same thing in your head, and both of you were wrong. But your fifth and final question in this round. Which is the name of Real Zaragoza Stadium? Los Rosaleda, La Romareda, or Las Guanas?
Team.
All right, guys, you need to help with the final question.
Las Guanas.
Is that your final answer?
Very sure.
It's very sure. And so you're sure?
It's wrong.
But you're wrong. Now, both contestants failed the final questions, but hopefully for their sake, they do not carry this same momentum into the next round. The next round is called our VRL segment, but here are the rules of the game.
Level 5. There are 4 videos showing different games. Contestants are to study the movements carefully. The clip will be paused at some point in time. Contestants are to determine the outcome of the move, ranging from a goal, a save, a miss, a yellow card, a red card, a free kick, etc. And this must be done within 30 seconds for every correct answer to get 75,000 naira.
So those are the rules of the game. Like the rules stated, the contestants have to tell me if it's a goal, a save, or a miss, or many other options. I'll be starting with you, contestants A. I hope you and your team members are ready to play.
We are.
Okay, so the video is going to pop up and you have to tell me what you think is about to happen in the video. Let's roll your first video. So now, is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
I'll ask my team.
All right, guys, you need to help. Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
A save.
It's a save.
Save. I mean, they both think it's a save. What do you think?
I also think it's a save.
You think it's a save? Let's see if you guys are thinking correctly. Let's reveal. Well, sometimes in life we think we know it all, but we are wrong. But the good thing about this round is you have a second video to come up and you have a chance to redeem yourself. Let's roll your second video. So now again, is this a goal, a save, or a miss?
Well, I'll ask them again.
All right, guys, back at you. Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
It's a save.
It's a save. Second time in this round saying save. Is a save your final answer?
Yes, a save.
A save is your final answer. Let's reveal. Now, the good thing about life is sometimes you may actually get it wrong the first time, but the second time you could actually be lucky. Now, our contestant A and his team members got it right this time. Let's see how well contestant B and his team members will play this round. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Let's roll your first video. Okay, is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Let me use my team first.
All right, guys, this one is for you. Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
I think it's a save.
Thinks it's a save. What do you think? Is a save your final answer?
A save.
Save is your final answer. Let's reveal. Now, but him and his team members, they thought it was a save, but you were wrong. Now, you stand a chance to actually win something in this round with your second video. Just roll your second video. Okay, is that a goal, a save, or a miss? I mean, that was a great run, actually. I definitely enjoyed that video clip myself. So what do you think it ended in? A goal, a save, or a miss?
Second opinion from my team.
All right, guys, he needs a second opinion from you. What do you guys think it is? Is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
A goal.
It's a goal. Sounds so sure. I mean, Courtois has been in good form, so...
I'll go against them this time.
So what do you think it is?
A save.
You think it's a save? A save, is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer, save. You've overruled your team members. Let's reveal. Now, there's a saying in English that goes like this: 2 heads are better than 1. Now, our contestant here went against his team members, and football is the ultimate team sport. Well, let's see how well they'll perform in the next round. And we call that our penalty segment. But guys, here are the rules of the game.
Level 6. 4 memorable events will be presented. Each team will answer 2 of the questions. The contestants are to give details of the memorable events, while the presenter takes note of vital specifics. A well-detailed answer will attract a favorable response from the presenter. Every correct answer attracts 125,000 naira.
So those are the rules of our final segment, our penalty segment. And I'll be starting with our contestant here. I hope you and your team members are ready to play.
Already.
All right then, but before we start, I need you to do one thing for me. So I have 4 questions here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could you pick 2 out of these numbers?
2 and 3.
Questions 2 and questions 3. Okay, your time and your question starts now. In 1990, Arsenal welcomed Manchester United in a Premier League classic. Everything was going smoothly until late in the second half when a bizarre incident occurred. What happened? Describe this event.
Can you do it again?
In 1990, Arsenal welcomed Manchester United in a Premier League classic. Everything was going smoothly until late in the second half when a bizarre incident occurred. What happened? Describe this event.
My team.
All right, guys. Any ideas? Guys?
No idea.
No idea.
Freestyle.
I mean, in the last round, they gave you an idea that you overruled, so I don't know if I was them. Even if I had the idea, I actually passed in this round.
I would go with one of the regulars in those kind of clashes.
Okay.
A typical Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira style battle or clash, something like that.
Is that your final answer? All right, you're wrong. But in this round, you have one more question to salvage something, and you chose question 3. In 1984, Barcelona played against Athletic Bilbao in a game that would ultimately decide the La Liga title race. With the game delicately poised at 1-1, Andoni Goetia did something quite bizarre that will affect the whole game. What did he do? Describe the event.
My team again.
All right, guys, you need your help again.
I think he cost the penalty. That's what I can think of right now.
That's all you can think about? After the long deliberation. So is that your final answer?
I'll go for a double jeopardy. You got a red card across the penalty.
And that's your final answer? I wish I could tell you that you got something from this round, but unfortunately you did not. Now I have just a name for you with this last question. It was the infamous game where Maradona had the Kung Fu kick. Okay, contestant A, contestant B has gone 0 for 2 in this round. Hopefully you could do better. So now with me here, I have questions 1 and questions 4 for you. Your first question for you and your team members is, in 2007, Real Zaragoza hosted Sevilla in what turned out to be a match that got so heated with the players and the game of high intensity. In the 73rd minute of the game, there was a mass brawl instigated by a Sevilla player. Who were the 2 players at the center of the brawl, and what did the referee do to them? Describe the event.
There was a mass brawl.
A mass brawl.
Okay. I'm trying to knit together the questions again.
Question is, in 2007, Real Zaragoza hosted Sevilla in what turned out to be a match that got heated with players' battles and a game of high intensity. In the 73rd minute of the game, there was a mass brawl instigated by a Sevilla player. Who were the 2 players at the center of the brawl, and what did the referee do to them? Describe the event.
Okay.
Now remember, your time is running and you have to talk to your team members.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you need to help. You have 10 seconds. Any ideas?
We think the referee had carded both players and sent them off. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you're wrong, because actually the referee was actually sympathetic towards the 2 players involved mainly in this incident. The Sevilla player in question was Luis Fabiano. You're wrong, and your second and final question in this round. In 1989, Arsenal played against Norwich City in what was David O'Leary's 622nd game for the Gunners. The game ended 4-3 in favour of the Arsenal team, but it wasn't without its own fair share of controversy. What was the controversial incident? Describe the event.
I think the event was a brawl that amounted to both sides being red carded, and a brawl actually that amounted to both sides being red carded from each of the teams.
Is that your final answer?
Not yet. I'll ask my team.
All right, guys, any help?
I think Norwich scored a goal and it was disallowed. They got a goal disallowed, and that's just what I can think about.
Okay, so is that your final answer?
No, I'll go with mine.
You go with yours?
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you something different, but actually, both of you are wrong. Now, I don't know why whenever it comes to difficult questions like this, or actually I'll say easy questions like this, the easy answers the contestants go with is always a brawl. Most times in football, so many actually weird things could happen. In this case, the referee actually had an emergency and had to be replaced by the 4th official. That was the main event. But guys, Jimmy and I will be back with our award presentations to our contestants. Wait and see how much they've made on the segment of the show today. We'll be back.
Inside boxing box, pull up with the bag, put your bags in front. Your girlfriend wanna toss me toss. Oh fella, me if I cuss in box. But I don't like wahala. I'm looking for Mona Lisa, but not below child. Will you come and wipe?
Wow, it's amazing how we have one of the best DJs on sets and she never manages to get us all to dance. I don't know, I can't figure it out. Someday, somehow, we'll get into dance.
Maybe just before Christmas.
Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. We're almost there, almost there, almost there. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christmas for our contestants because they're about to receive their gifts ahead of time. But some will be happy with what they've got. Some might not be. But we'll be starting off those that are coming in second. Also?
Now, actually coming in second today on this show is our contestants from Team B. Now, what have they made? They've made 170,000 naira. Just you, my brother.
Yeah. You initially wanted at least 500, but 170. How do you feel about that? It is what it is. Thank you so much for participating. God bless you. Hopefully you spend that wisely amongst you and your friends. Now, on this side of the spectrum, he started out by telling me before the show started that he was going to get 1.5 million naira. Let me just show you what he got. Your prize money today, 235,000 naira. That's almost $250,000. Almost $250,000. Almost. How do you feel? You are disappointed?
I feel quite disappointed, but I'm grateful.
You are grateful, okay. Yeah. Don't be disappointed because you are the one that did it. There's no one you can blame. Okay, your friends are yes. It's your fault. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Are you going to be spending this on some gifts for your friends for Christmas? Oh, Christmas goodies. Thank you so much for participating. Enjoy your Christmas goodies. Yeah, and of course, for our viewers at home, we want to say thank you very much for watching what has been an exciting edition of the Kings of Football. As you know, we like to go from Spain all the way to England to bring you the best of what is called the Kings of Football. I am Jimmy, he is
Ozo, and we have DJ Nana with us, and we'll see you all next week.
Nana, take me home. Take me home.
In 1984, Barcelona played against Athletic Bilbao in a game that would ultimately decide the La Liga title race. With the game delicately poised at 1-1, Andoni Goy... Jesus Christ, who brought back this name again? Why do you guys bring this name back, please?